to get a hold of this offense and call plays for all these guys?
You know, that sounds, you know, on paper and on the outside it sounds easy, but really the biggest thing is figuring out, okay, what's the identity of this group? Obviously we knew who we were last year, but we have to come out here through the course of the preparation process before the first game to figure out who we are. You know, we feel like we got a lot of pieces, and now we just got to figure out what that chemistry is. So I'm excited to figure out what that chemistry is, and so far, man, there's been a lot of competition, and feel really good about the depth at all the positions.
What's your take on center right now? I know you exited spring, I think, saying that still sort of.
Yeah, you know, Pollard, you could tell Pollard really wanted to. Matter of fact, I got to pick on him a little bit. I told him, I said, you waited till Dexter left before you moved to center, huh? So you wouldn't have to block him one-on-one. But no, he's really embraced that role. And if you know Sean, you know, Sean's the type of young man, he wants to know the big picture. You know, he takes pride in his performance. You know, he wants to, and he felt like that's probably where he could give us the greatest value. And I tell you what, it's really played off. And, you know, he's probably got majority of the snaps. You know, Gage will roll in there a little bit, but Sean has really come into camp with the right mindset, directing traffic. Man, he's engaged in everything that we're doing. You know, he wants to understand, you know, all the challenges that we're facing on the practice field, what the right answers are. So I've been really impressed with his performance. And then, you know, we've been challenged out here on the practice field, and he's been matched up one-on-one a lot on the island, and he's done a really good job thus far.
How far has Jordan McFadden come compared to where he was last year?
Man, Jordan McFadden, light years. You know, light years. You can just see. You know, Jordan's a guy. Not many guys have the ability he has. I mean, he can just move people. He's not the biggest guy, but man, he just has leverage and strength and explosiveness. He can move people, but that's only if he's playing fast. And that's what you're seeing. He's playing fast because it's slowed down for him. He understands, you know, what he's doing. And you know, spring ball's a little bit different because he was on scout team all last year, and so spring ball was really the first time he really heard it. So now this is the second time that he's really heard it. So things have slowed down for him, and he's been in Ankrum and John Simpson's hip pocket. You know, every time you see those two, you see Jordan right with him. So you can tell that they're doing a great job of mentoring him, which has resulted in him being able to play fast and really let his skills, you know, come to light.
Are you starting to get an idea not only a running back but of the freshmen that'll be ready to help him this year?
You know, we won't know until Coach. We won't know until we cut them loose tomorrow. You know, everything is being controlled right now. Tomorrow's going to be, you know, flat-out scrimmage. We're going to get off the field. We're going to work the mechanics of our communication process and let those guys play. So I wouldn't feel comfortable until I seen those guys in a live situation in the stadium with the coaches off the field.
What are you most looking forward to tomorrow?
Tomorrow? Just to see that when they're in the stadium, that they can bring the same intensity, the same focus, and the same passion that they've had, you know, the first several days of practice. Obviously, as a coach, I mean, you want perfection. All right, but we understand that there's so much install in right now. We've only had a couple days. Things are piling up. You know, you're in those dog days of camp now where the body's hurting. So I just want to see these guys, you know, give the best effort they can to focus, and hopefully that'll result in some clean execution and we can get a good evaluation.
When you look at a guy like Gage, Cervenka, and the guy who was on the other side comes back and now has worked his way up, how does that help with everybody on your unit that they see a guy like that who's worked himself into the position that he has as a starter?
Well, I think it's just a testament to this program. You know, that we're going to do what we feel is best for you. You know, in your future, and give you an opportunity. And if you put in the work, you know, good things, you'll be rewarded. Good things will happen. And so I'm just extremely excited for him, and now he's in a position where he's a leader of our team, one of the seniors. He's really embracing that role, and I think he's also, you know, helps us from a toughness standpoint, he's been on that side of the ball, you know, so he understands, you know, what it takes and the mindset that you got to have, you know, to be an offensive line.
Brings a little nastiness, I
guess,
to the line.
A little bit.
What have you seen from the freshman offensive linemen so far?
You know, both. You know, Rayburn. I'm excited about his future. You know, I think he's really dialed in at center right now. You can tell that he gets it. Very athletic. You know, Putnam's he's just a mauler, man. He loves it. Now he's a lot like Gage, man. He has that mentality. He's nasty. You know, things are still moving fast, and you know, Caleb's better. He's improved from the spring. Things are still moving a little bit fast. Got him playing a little bit of tackle at times. You know, trying to figure out where the right spot is for him. So I'd probably say it's probably moving the fastest for him. But I like where Rayburn is. I like where Putnam is, and Caleb, I'm encouraged that we're gonna get him where he needs to be.
about the pieces that you got at tight end now? With the addition of Lay, looks like Lay's getting a little bit more time.
I tell you what, coming out of spring, we were like, man, Jalen Lay, we were expecting one thing and didn't quite see what we thought. And then you step away and you realize, well, he's playing the tight end position. He's the formation adjuster. He's the run game fitter. He's got to run all the pass routes. And here's a guy that essentially played wide out, and now he's having to be in every aspect of the offense. And so, maybe the expectation was a little bit, unrealistic for a guy coming in the door. But I tell you what, he's put in work, and you're seeing him now. You're seeing that natural skill set. He's catching the ball well. He's moving well. He's fighting. He's tough. You're starting to see those things because the game's a little bit slower because he's worked with Garrett over the summer. He's had J.C. Chalk, in his ear, and so he's just a lot more confident. And so you're seeing that, and he's a guy that hopefully get back on the field and get back to working. But I'm encouraged where he is, and I tell you what, J.C. Chalk, in my opinion, looks like a different person. You can tell that he's really embracing his role in that room as a leader, and then also he's embracing his opportunity. Davis Allen, a little bit disappointed that he went down right before starting camp because based on the early reports, everything was really encouraging and positive on him. And we hopefully we'll get him back here the next week or so, see where he's at. And I tell you, Luke Price is another one of those nasty, tough guys that'll give us some flexibility and some different personnel groupings there. And so I'm actually encouraged, coming out of it with where those guys are in the progress, and we just got to keep pushing it.